Welcome to Board Games Daddy, and today is another video for Universes Beyond Magic the Gathering Fallout Commander decks. And this time is the puppy dog meat on Scrappy Survivors deck. How lovely this dog is. Let's learn a little bit more about this, as your loyal sidekick Dogmeat scrouges through your deck for helpful auras and handy equipments to suit up your survivors. Cast cards from exile with junk tokens and craft yourself a tail-waging victory. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? So Dogmeat is every survivor best friend. It will sniff out rare loot, track down dangerous enemies, fetch useful items, and protect its allies in battle. All he asks in return is food, pets, and a place to play his favorite teddy bear. So this one I remember from the game, so it was your companion, and from time to time he just got back to you with something on his mouth, which was a new weapon or an item or whatever he found on the battlefield, right? So yeah, I'm saying this because on other videos, and check the channel for other videos for commander decks, I don't recognize many of the characters from Fallout. I did not play that much. But Dogmeat, yes, that's from Fallout 3. So what do you have here? You have these tokens, don't forget to unpunch them. Different tokens from different reasons. Inside you have an envelope hidden here that I'll need to take out. More tokens. The deck comes now here, stuck in this place. They're always changing how these decks are built. This thing is the card box for the deck that will hold everything that I've just shown you, tokens, etc., even the card sleeve. Very good. Life dial, although I don't use because there are apps that do a better job, these ones look very good because it's customized for the dog. Bye bye to the envelope. You have here a collector's booster sample pack. Collector's booster sample pack, which I normally open because I'm hoping that I can one day film something very good coming out of these boosters, right? Yeah, go figure. Oh, the Lipton Lottery, expanded art, and Open the Vaults, expanded art as well. Is this a peep? Because Fallout was already occupied. Peep is a machine, I know. The machine that you wear on your shoulder. Oh, well, before going to the deck, let's learn a little bit more about the lore. Before going to the deck, I am the kind of person that gives some attention to the context of the decks and the characters, so I always like to take a look here. And we have the Dogmeat and the other commander. Let's see who this guy is. So Dogmeat is every survivor best friend. Through not much is known about the history and where it comes from. This German Shepherd wanders the wastes, appearing to help those who need him most. Dogmeat is loyal, dependable, courageous, and playful, reminding his friends what it means to live instead of simply surviving. He'll sniff out rare loot, track down dangerous enemies, fetch useful items, and protect his allies in battle. All he asks for is food, pets, and a place where he can play with a teddy bear. We've seen that. So Preston, a Minuteman, so the soldier here. Preston Garvey is one of the last surviving members of the Commonwealth Minutemen. As a volunteer defense militia, Preston and his fellow soldiers unite to defend their neighborhoods from monsters and raiders alike, relying only on scavenged weapons and their collective bravery. He idolized the Minuteman ever since he was a small boy and dreamed of one day making a difference. However, after betrayal of the Minuteman leaders, Quincy massacre, and loss of civilians to the feral ghouls of Lexington, Preston lost his will to soldier on. He made his final stand on Concord, staring down the barrel of his laser rifle against a small army of raiders. It was hopeless until the sole survivor appeared. What, the sole survivor? In mere moments, the stranger cleared out the raiders and defeated the death. Wow, who is this guy? Sole survivor. Saving Preston. With renewed spirit and new friend, Preston took hold of the Minutemen as their leader, embarked on a quest to reclaim settlements across the wasteland. Thanks to his effort, people have a safe place to call home. So, Minutemen, another faction here which I remember shit from the game. And so let's relearn about everything on this deck. And that Soul Survivor guy, who's that guy? Well, I assume it's a person, right? But on Fallout, you never know. You never know if we're talking about people or mutants or. Oh, so this one is different? What's happening here? Look at that. The commanders come here. That's because let's see what's happening here. So three. So this guy is very powerful. When he enters the battlefield, mill 5, then return an aura or equipment from graveyard to your hand. So enchantments this is like a Voltron deck. Whenever a creature you control that's attacked or equipped, enchanted, sorry, attacks, create a junk token. So he creates junk, and then you put on him basically lots of things to become stronger. And then you have the Preston Garvey, the Minuteman. Looks like he's holding a fishing rod there. So who is this guy? At the beginning of combat, on your turn, create a green aura token named Settlement. Attach it to one of your lands. It has turn and add 1 mana of any color. Okay. Whenever Preston Minuteman attacks, you untap all of them. All enchanted permanents. So it's not only the lands, but everything that is enchanted. So super powerful. If you have both in game, wow! Everything's but let's see why these guys come. Is this a printing mistake? Because I don't see any connection with the commanders, so probably it's a printing mistake. When Brotherhood Outcast enters the battlefield, choose one, return target aura, or put a shield. Okay, shields. Shields are back. And okay. Commander Sophia the Gear. Flash. When Sophia enters, destroy one target legendary permanent. That permanent controller creates a junk token. So it destroys a target legendary. Acquire mutation. He's coming out of his belly. What? Creature class +++2 and is goaded. Whenever creature attacks, the player gets 2 rats. So we haven't discussed the rats because we've opened 2. Only the mutant deck rotates around the rats, but this is an interesting mechanic of the rats here, and this creature also gives rats, which is something that forces you to mill and to lose points of life. Cosworth, the handy helper. Commanders have ward 2 now, always good. Commanders you control, so yeah, this is also thinking about partners. Spend mana, okay. Idolized. Enchanted creature has, whenever this creature attacks alone, it gets X is the number of non-land permanents. That's good for a Voltron deck. Pre-war formal wear. Pre-war. Enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana 3 or less to the battlefield. Creature and vigilance. ++1 vigilance. There's a saga here. Creates soldier. You may equip from hand or graveyard. Wow, from hand or graveyard. Especially if you're milling with the dog. Duchess, Wayward Tavern Keep. Grim Reaper's Sprint. Enter the battlefield. Okay, so +2 and aced. Junk Jet. You just need to sacrifice a token. Create a junk token, which you can sacrifice. Junk is you sacrifice, you exile the top card of your library, and you can play that. And you can sacrifice another artifact and double the creature's power until the end of the turn. Sacrifice another artifact. So this thing is super powerful. You can double the attack every turn. No, wait. You can do this more than once. Sacrifice another artifact, double Reaper Gift until the end of the turn. Sacrifice another. Oh, okay, so. Wow, what is this thing? So the guy becomes a 4/4, 8/8, 16/16. You just need to pay 3 and sacrifice crap like junk, and that's it. Wow. Especially if it's a flyer, if it has trample, be careful. Megaton's Fate. What's Megaton? Choose one, destroy artifact, or 8 to each creature, and 4 rats. So that's a bomb. Vault 21, House Gambit. That's a casino there. Veronica, Dissident Scribe. What the hell is that? Glove. When she attacks, you may discard a card. If you do, you draw cards. Whenever you discard one or more non-land cards for the first time this turn, you create a junk. So it's a junker. You draw, you discard, but then you draw, and you create junk. That's it. Animal Friend. Another aura. Strong Back. Another aura. Gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. Equip abilities you activate on target. Enchanted creature costs 3 less to activate. Equip abilities. That's equip, right? Aura spells you cast on target. Enchanted creature costs less 3. Wow! Jesus Christ! So this will make the Voltron even more powerful. Enchanted creature has base power toughness 9/10 and he is indestructible. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. Armory Paladin. Another big boy. Kate, Cage Brawler. That's a Cage Brawler here in the middle. She is indestructible. When he attacks you, you and the defending player draw 2 cards, then discard a card and you put 2 +1/+1 counters. If the discarded card with the highest power wins. If you discarded the card with the highest mana value, okay. But these effects happen when you attack. So on the attack, you already have this +2/+2. So it's always good. As long as it's your turn. So this guy will be always attacking to pump. Hand of Vengeance. Yes. Inventory management. Oh, you need to do a lot during the game. So split second. As long as this spell is on the stack, players can cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. For each orange weapon you control, you may attach it to a creature you control. So you can rearrange, you can do the inventory management indeed. And it's on stack, so no one can stop that. Moira Brown, Guide Author. Well, a counter spell would stop that, right? As long as the spell is on stack, players can't cast spells. Wow, so this is like unstoppable, or you cannot fizzle, killing the creature. Moira, Tree Dog, Galaxy News DJ. Okay, I think I remember this guy. There is always something playing on the background. Mr. Gutsy, another robot. Oh, the Pip Boy, from where the Pip comes. And it's another thing that you equip, that whenever you attack, choose one, draw cards, discard, put +1, or untap 2 target lands. Untap 2 target lands, that's not bad. Junk Down. Funky Down, Junk Down. Mantle of the Ancients. That's the cloth that you wear on the vaults. When Mantle of the Ancients enter the battlefield, return any number of target auras that could be attached to enchanted creature from graveyard. Immediately, return any number of target aura and equipment cards that could be attached to enchanted creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Attached to the creature. Wow, so this is an aura that also gives +1/+1. You grab everything from the graveyard and you get +1/+1 for everything. Wow. Pure Steel Paladin. Under your control, you may draw a card. As long as you have Metalcraft, there's 0 cost to equip. So I guess this guy will earn a lot of it. Another fighter here. More fighters. What do they have with the fighters? Blasphemous Act. This spell costs 1 blast to cast. 13 damage to each creature. 13 damage to each creature. Board Wipe. Chaos Warp. Seen that. Heroic Intervention. We've seen that as well in other decks. The Basilisk Collar, so dangerous. Give Death Touch to creatures that can attack a range or something. Bloodforge, Battle Axe. Champion's Helm and giving X proof, so really deadly. Masterwork of Ingenuity, Canopy Vista, Cinderglade, Clifftop Retreat, Orchard, Mossfire Valley. I don't recognize these lands. I'm sorry, but I like. Look at that, so cool, so cool. The Prairie. Is that a mutant cow with two heads or two cows? I guess it's two cows. No, that's a mutant cow. There's another one there. Mutant cows. Sun Petal Grove. Temple of... I remember this. So I remember there was a quest with the sniper there that you had to help. I guess the sniper card was on the other deck. The one with Caesar, because I mentioned that. I remember this, yes. It's an hotel where there was this thing where you could climb here and you had a quest given on the mouth of the dinosaur. Temple of Plenty, Temple of Triumph. That's from Caesar Legion. Crimson Caravaneer. Devil Strikes, Trample. Ian the Reckless. He's doing that thing with the knife around the fingers. Bigorner Rancher. Hit. Breakdown. That's Drax. No, not Drax. Gunner Conscript. Super Mutant Scavengers. Oh, this guy is dragging lots of crap. Strong. Well rested. Going to okay. Agility Bobblehead. Perception Bobblehead. Silver Shroud Costume. Gives Shroud. No. This creature gains Shroud until the end of the turn. And then can be blocked. All that glitters. Coca-Cola. Path to Exile. He dropped the helmet and is walking away, so he's exiling. He's being exiled. Valor Stance. Sticky Fingers. Abundant Growth. Fertile Ground. Oh, Rancor. Classic card. But now with Granny hitting a robber or something. Squirrel's Nest. Ugh. How disgusting this squirrel looks like. Ugh. Wild Growth. Behemoth Sledge. Doesn't look like a Fallout creature there. The artwork is very consistent. I don't know how these guys do that, but these are all different artists. But the artwork seems it's the same style. It's Fallout style, right? How do they manage that? So each artist would work their way, but the artwork matches with each other. That's a huge achievement. Explorer Scope, Fire Shrieker, Soul Ring. It's consistent, the type of artwork that they get between the cards. They always look like typical Fallout. Always look like typical Fallout, and not cartoon Fallout, and then serious Fallout, and then darker Fallout, and then whatever Fallout, fantasy Fallout. That's very good. These editions, this Universe Beyond, I really think they deserve the money. Oh, we haven't seen the forests before. There's a tree there. Oh, look at this art. The house in the middle of the forest, or the green land. So cool. The only I can tell you that I love Universes Beyond. I think there's a potential to go anywhere, and Wizards will make lots of money forever with this idea of Universes Beyond. There's only one problem, in my opinion, which is not a big problem, but when you play Magic and your decks become a mix of Fallout, Lord of the Rings, Warhammer, Assassin's Creed, Final Fantasy, Marvel, and many of the Magic typical characters and domains and Planescape, etc. Planes, it loses the identity. The decks, Magic decks, will become a melting pot of everything, and I guess that's not a problem. That's something that you just need to change your mindset and assume that will happen. It's not the elf decks anymore. It could be, but you will see different types of elves coming from different kinds of IPs. And that's the reality nowadays, right? It sets from everything, so your decks will be completely mixed. That identity will be lost. Anyway, I guess it's not my problem because I don't destroy these things. I keep them as they are, so I will keep the experience of following and warhammering and Lord of the Rings without mixing stuff. Oh, so these guys are printing things differently now. So this card normally comes with the commanders, and now it's with the tokens. So let's see if we haven't lost anything here with the tokens. Settlements, treasure, food. Oh, radiation. So you have the thing to give radiation to the other players. Treasure, copies. Ugh, squirrel, discussing squirrel. Wasteland Survival Guide. That's the Tintin rocket there. Every time we see a rocket paint on red with white stripes, that's from Tintin to the Moon. It's always the same idea we have from a rocket. It's the Tintin rocket. So old, but still imprinted in everyone's memory. And that's it. That's Scrappy Survivors. I hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, share it with friends, consider subscribing. That's because I have a full playlist dedicated to Fallout. Sorry, Fallout. No, Magic the Gathering and Commander, which I truly invite you to visit. And if you like card games in general, or you want to learn more about other card games and board games, don't forget to check the other playlists and the channel itself, which I truly believe that you'll find interesting content. So I hope to see you in the next one, and thank you for watching until the end. Thank you, goodbye.